where there won't be any of that. Rather than try to save announcing the person's name until the end, I want to go ahead and tell you what makes Lady awesome. They just need to remind the main reflector dish to make an inverse action on Paul, such as reverse polarity. Very sorry for that interruption, folks. At any rate, let me tell you what makes our award winner awesome. This semester, Lady has been, that'll be fine. It'll still be like that when we get back, so just leave it for now. So sorry for that. Where was I? Right, talking about our wonderful award winner. Lady has just been a treat to work with. We just discovered a new planet. Fantastic. Definitely we should explore it, but we're in the middle of a speech right now. Who's wearing a red shirt? You guys, go ahead and beam down first. We'll see you now next time. Don't worry. Faces on the sun, good luck. Right then, back to what I was saying. Last semester, Lady really excelled in her position and was recognized for her efforts. Since then, she has only continued to improve. Hardly a day goes by where Lady isn't hanging out with residents in the lobby or the courtyard, taking her residents with her to lunch with the Red, hanging out with the rest of the staff, or coming into my office with some new idea of how to improve college in. Just the other day, I saw her introduce a resident who had never been to a program before to every single other program attendee by name. Her bare minimum is many people's above and beyond. She sets the standard at college in, and she is the answer to the question, where do you go from up? She went higher. For her unwavering dedication to college in, its staff and its residents, and for consistently practicing her high standards of servant leadership, it is our pleasure to give College Inn's award for outstanding service and professionalism to Lady Warren.
I would first off like to say that I have had the wonderful honor and privilege of working with 5 amazing ladies. My staff is awesome and I love you all. You guys have been amazing and my experience at Crumley has been amazing, so thank you for that. Our OSMP winner, she's amazing. I know I've said that like 3 times. But what makes her so great is that she does a lot of things behind the scenes. She doesn't look for recognition, she doesn't look to be recognized, she just does the right thing because it's the right thing to do and because it makes other people happy. And I really appreciate that. I think she has gone above and beyond for her residents, above and beyond for her staff, but probably above and beyond for just random people that she comes into contact with. I remember when it was my last semester as an RLA and that there are a lot of things that you're figuring out when you're graduating and what you're going to do after you leave, and there's a lot going on, and even in the midst of her final semester, she has still continued to challenge herself in this position, and I just want to say that I'm so proud of you, Araceli Espinosa.
Honors Hall is very proud to announce who our OSMP winner is. But first, I would like to regale you all with some stories. Mainly of my staff being giving to this person because of his such renowned effort and title. Such as consistently, asking to eat first, asking all of the doors be opened for him before he gets to them, basically just generally being needy. But because of his title, because he's Mr. President, so he's earned it, But actually, our winner is Nick Grotowski. This year, Nick has especially in building on it this semester. His community has been honestly one of the best communities that I've seen develop in my entire time of being in housing, and he's done that along with dealing with arguably one of the hardest residents to deal with I've ever seen. So he's done a great job, so good job, Mr. Kowski.
I want to learn how to do that so bad.
Now we have her.
But our OSMP is Courtney Pearson. Courtney Pearson is absolutely amazing. She came into the fall 2013 semester because we lost a candidate, and I extended an invitation for her to join our staff, and she was extremely excited. Her mother had to pick up a lease for her. I think your mom, is she still paying on that apartment lease? Mm-hmm.
Yep.
But she understood the importance of being here, and her mom said, hey, go and I will support you. Courtney is a rock star. She is absolutely amazing. She is dedicated to the job, to her residents, and is a go-to person, and we are so thrilled to have her on our team.
She's small, feisty, and incredible. Always willing to help, and I love having her on staff, and I'm really glad that I got to work with you. So.
This is fantastic.
I think one of my favorite things about her hall is just the fact that anything and everything can and has happened. And something that I appreciate in an RA is someone who's just willing to just jump in, feet first, and take on whatever task needed for them. And CP encompasses that. It's kind of the epitome of just an amazingly hard worker. I'm just really proud of her, just for her willingness to step out and serve, and also she has really great hair, so but yeah, CP, where are you? Oh, okay, I love you, that's all.
Hello, everybody. You guys want to hear a joke? That was an overwhelming no. Man, I did not expect that. Oh, I'm throwing off my game now. Oh god. Actually, it's not a joke. It is it's a cartoon. Like I'm gonna try to translate into a joke. So just kind of bear with me. It's Star Wars themed, but unrelated to OSMP. So it's appropriate here now. In tradition. So there are these two stormtroopers, right? And there's a daddy stormtrooper and a child stormtrooper, okay? And he's grilling at a barbecue. Has anybody seen this yet? Seen this on Reddit? Okay. There you go, Reddit. Yeah, you're cool. Oh, wait a minute. Before Reddit. Okay. So, let me keep going. So, the stormtrooper dad, he's at the barbecue, and he's grilling, and the son's like, Daddy, what's for dinner? And the stormtrooper dad is like, it's a Wookiee. And the stormtrooper, little child, he's like, oh, okay, cool, I've never had that before. Is it good? And the dad said, it's alright, it's a little chewy. James is still trying to figure it out. It's kind of You're gonna like it. You're gonna wake up tonight and be like, oh my god, that was the best joke I did. So, this OSMP winner is somebody who has been long overdue for some recognition, I think, in this entire department. This person has been with us for a while. I've had the wonderful blessing and opportunity to watch this person grow into just a wonderful adult and person. Their leadership skills have just gone through the roof since I've been there the past 2 years. She, 4 out of 5 girls, so she has done so many things and has led a very, well, I guess 5 out of 5 today. Sorry, that's my sister. She has led difficult but also wonderful hall associations the past couple of years. You know how that goes, ups and downs. But through thick and thin, she's always been there. For me, she's always been my right-hand RA, someone that I can confide in, someone that I can share and kind of seeking counsel and surprisingly wisdom. This is a very intelligent and wise person, though she doesn't want anybody to know it. But more than anything, her service and most of the time professionalism is really outstanding. And she has been a source of light in my life the past few years, and just a blessing to be around. So without any further ado, Legends of OSMP goes to Ashley Ludwig.
I wonder how long that took. Look at that.
Sorry. Some people are scared. My name is TJ. You might know my brother, Darth Maul. He's the bad apple. I'm just the nice guy. So ignore the looks and don't judge too quickly. Our OSMP winner is someone that Jason and I have known for a while, and they're just a hard worker. They're someone that really puts in a lot of work, and sometimes, based on their personality, can be a little overlooked. But she is someone that is still always going to be there. She's always in the background doing good things for our staff, for our building, for her residents, going above and beyond in a lot of ways with that as well.
We believe that the force is with her because she can practically fall asleep anywhere. During training, sitting back behind the desk, standing up. We believe that she will live long and prosper. Miss Kay Nardone.
Now we have Mozart. On deck is S14, and next is Victory.
Our OSMP this year, you've been a fantastic addition to our staff, and you were so positive and so encouraging and so happy to do anything, and we were absolutely blessed to have you here. So I'll get your award, but thank you for being on our staff and being so great.
Buenas tardes. Okay, so the OSMP award this semester was kind of difficult for me to decide. I asked for my staff's input, and there was actually a tie. I agreed with both people, but I could only give one award, so I had to break that tie because my vote counts more. So yeah, this person is pretty great. So is the other person. But it has been an amazing experience to watch this person grow. This person came in at a very difficult time for our staff and for me, and to think about the growth that I've been able to see from that time until now, it's just an amazing thing for me to think about, and the fact that I was able to be a part of this journey for this person has been great. And I'm really, really glad that you ended up on my staff. Karen Miramontes, come and get your award.
So when thinking about who we wanted to recognize for victory, it was kind of challenging because our staff has really been outstanding this semester. Never really professional, so that wasn't taken into consideration. So thinking about it, I realized that I could see one person who's really been serving to unify and inspire the staff. I think the department in a lot of ways, and has been very inspirational to myself too as soon as they joined our staff. And I hate recognition, so I'm sorry, but hey Shrita, you're outstanding.
Okay, so anybody like those breadsticks? How many of you had like more than one? It was so good. Raise your hand. Next time, get one because Wes didn't get any. So, anyways. Actually, Caleb shared one with us. Bread, and we all took a piece. It's great.
Yeah, break it red.
Anyways, so we'll go ahead and get to our OSMP. Winston, would you please bring us the staff of the weeks?
Oh, God.
And Rachel's going to go ahead and keep tally for us. During our staff meetings, at the very end, everybody writes down the staff of the week of who they vote for. And this person always, like, it's usually like an anonymous thing, but this person tends to always put their name on it as well. So, we're going to read the staff of the week. By the way, the names have been changed so that y'all don't know who it is, even though she already knows who she is. Carly for liking all of Katie's pins on Pinterest.
Trevor for encouraging Katie on Katie's exam on Friday.
Keith for helping Katie deal with an alcohol situation.
Stacy for showing Katie support at Katie's program on Monday.
Stephanie for giving Katie a hug when Katie was having a bad day.
Lauren for going shopping with Katie and complimenting Katie on Katie's cool car.
Drew for switching weekend on calls with Katie so she could go home to see Katie's dad.
Jacob for giving Katie raisinets when Katie was studying for Katie's exam.
David for introducing Katie to the double cheeseburger at Victory.
Nathan for assisting Katie in scoring the winning goal for the soccer game on Tuesday night.
Bethany for getting Katie Starbucks after Katie's rough on call. So, obviously, Delana, you are our OSMP. You've been awesome this year, and we've been really happy to have you. So come on up here.
They changed all the names. What did you say? Delana Runner. Oh, I didn't say.
Oh, no. Can't see it.
No one works.
I'm getting the hugs. I'm getting the hugs. I'm getting the hugs.
None of the names were like the person that was.
Now we have the facility assistants, and on deck we have the housing ambassadors.
Well, I moved it and it didn't make the noise. I didn't know it. I didn't know how to do this or. So I decided in dressing up this year, I would go as more of a young, more handsome Grand Moff Tarkin. So. Yes. So for the Star Wars fans, especially the Tarkin fans out there, there may be some deep cuts through the speeches I give tonight that you might be able to pick out. The last remnants of the old student crew have been swept away. It has been a long time since we hired on Brawn alone. The Wookiees of yesteryear have been replaced by a kinder group that is more focused intently on serving our students through painting and upholstery rather than furniture and sarcasm alone. We have Ewoks and droids now, maybe even a Sarlacc. Emil, I'm looking at you. We have more student-focused, cheerful people on our staff, and I, for one, am happy that's the case. One rebel in particular has shown superior growth this year, always cheerful, confidence growing every day. This FA has stepped up as a leader and shown not only outstanding service and professionalism, but great heart too. If you would, please welcome and give a croissant congratulations to our boss, number 4, Ashley.
words from me for the night. We kind of had a toss-up. Marla and I talking about who was going to be recognized this semester from the Housing Ambassador staff, and there was a couple of names and really folks that were in strong consideration for this. But when it came down, we took a little inner office poll informally. There was a name that came to the top, and we'll mention a couple of the things now that resulted in that. Well, professionalism, I can agree with Victory. Maybe not so much when it's just us as a group, but this person, when they are in the office and the phone rings or somebody visits or comes up the ramp, it's like a switch. They switch it on, and sometimes they're in mid, maybe less than appropriate office behavior, but like, boom, it happens, and that's been pretty impressive. We're going to ignore the petty theft issues that have come up throughout the semester, mostly directed at the supervisor in the office, Mark. We'll kind of look past that with the whole professionalism thing as well. But this person has definitely served our staff and helped to unite us as a group, and the ability to really be natural and comfortable with students and parents and families has really been consistent throughout this semester and all year long. So we are really happy to recognize Shelby Wiley.
The award winner for the Academic Engagement Award. And we were all told that we could put together a speech for this person based on the letters that we had received. But I really felt that the amount of love and consideration that was in the letter that I received for this recipient was just not something that I could convey properly. So that was appropriate. So I'll be reading their letter that they have for this person. To the Award Selection Committee, I would like to nominate this RLA for RLAC's Academic Engagement Award. This person has shown a commitment to student academic success that is uncommon even among RLAs. Throughout the semester, this person has demonstrated how important the issue of academics is to them, and they have acted positively and proactively to help their wing with doing as well as they can in their classes, independent of staff or department efforts. This person models the type of enthusiasm and passion we want all of our RLAs to display when engaging residents on their academic progress. Throughout the year, this person has made mention in our weekly staff meetings of a need for our staff to find a way to help residents improve their academic careers. This was one of the peer leaders on the Bruce staff to initiate the Academic Achievement April program, and was instrumental in pushing the staff to stay motivated and see the plan through. Their input and the brainstorming and planning sessions to these meetings demonstrated their commitment to student success. During these discussions, this person decided to start holding regular study groups in her own wing on top of the hall-wide academic activities occurring. When asked why she was putting forth so much energy to have so many options available to her residents, that she replied, "I think it's important and I want to make sure that it happens at least for my girls, if no one else." This is the level of passion she displays on a regular basis when discussing the academic success of her residents. Finally, faith, role models, the type of academic approach and persistence we encourage our residents to take. While her GPA has always met the RLA standard, Faith did have a semester below her own standards last semester, and immediately responded by meeting with her hall directors to set up a plan to be more successful. She's now poised this semester to get back on track in meeting her personal goal standards and modeling academic excellence to both her residents and her peers. Faith's passion is not just one for her wing, it's a personal one. She has personal experience to draw on and advise from when a resident has a bad semester and knows how to keep them motivated enough to pick themselves up. This level of positive attitude towards academic engagement is uncommon among RLAs, and even less so among non-real wing RLAs, who are given no specific academic guidelines beyond encouraging their residents to succeed academically. Faith takes that mandate and makes it something achievable and concrete, setting up a game plan for her wing to succeed academically while ensuring she keeps up the level of performance she expects of herself to model that plan. She is fully deserving of this award and your consideration and faith. You may come up and receive your award.
Next, I'll be reading the letter for the person who was nominated for the Staff Community Award. Having a new hall director team at Clark, sometimes things don't run as smoothly as we'd like them to. There have been times when our 2-hour staff meetings run the entire length and are completely taken up with business and managing the day-to-day and week-to-week. This person has offered up a staff member of the week idea last semester and is diligent in making sure that even if we stay a few minutes after, that we read each member's kudos given by their peers. It's a nice end to a long week, day, staff meeting to hear positive things others have to say about you. This activity really enforces the team concept that this RA contributes significantly in the discussion. Though she is extremely busy, as most of our RAs are, this RA still finds time to update our display board every week with the resident and staff scholars of the week. It's a nice addition to our community, and I know the residents and staff members appreciate it. On top of this RA also works hard to find ways to do fun team-building activities before we get into the meat of our staff meetings. One example worth sharing is the Strengths Quest activity she initiated a few weeks ago. She had everyone submit their strengths to her, and then she created a poster with everyone's strengths on it. But they were not associated with anyone's name on the poster. We played a Guess Who Has What Strength matching game that was really engaging for the RAs, and honestly just fun to see what they thought of each other. This is this RA's last semester with housing in Clark Hall. She'll be moving on to internships in the upcoming semesters before graduation. We wish her all the best and know that we will be losing a valuable member of our team. For her efforts in building our team over the last year, we hope you will consider Kristen Johnson with the Staff Unity Award. Congratulations, Kristen. You can come up.
Bring the whole letter, I just summarized it, but it's still very nice and sweet and beautiful. I'm going to be presenting the Community Development Award. This RA started as a member of the Kerr Hall Association. She took her leadership skills and applied them to her position as an RA. She was described by her hall director as enthusiastic, humble, supportive, and so caring. This RA epitomizes servant leadership. She took the time to make each of her residents goodie bags and hand-delivered all of them while doing her safety checks. She even planned a program for each day of spring break so that residents who were not going home would have something to do. She pours her heart into her job and the residents take notice. She has worked above and beyond to build her wing community, but also their hall community as a whole. Congratulations to Morgan Taylor.
Yeah, Joe.
Anyway, as you can see from the lovely presentation boards, I have a little speech to say. I don't have anything specific for our most supportive HDs, but I have a pretty nice overarching thing So I'm just gonna read it out, A hall director is many things. They are our boss, our advisor, and the person who hired us. But they can be so much more than that. They can be our friend, our confidant, our mentor, and once again, so much more. They not only lead our individual halls in their everyday activities and pursuits, they also help to unify our staffs and give us purpose and direction. Tonight I'm here to recognize two hall directors who have made an impact not only on their respective halls, but on other halls and staffs. These two hall directors have gone above and beyond their everyday call of duty to impact not only those who go and see them every day, but those maybe in their individual clusters or just in housing as a whole. So, without further ado, please join me in recognizing Ms. Stacy Stein and Ms. Lauren Stephen from Mozart.
Up next, RLAC is going to give away a couple of excellence awards. The individuals that we chose are people who, although they're not on the exec board, they have contributed greatly to RLAC's success this year, and specifically this semester. The award I will be presenting is to a young lady who has been very instrumental in helping me this semester. She's helped me accomplish the things that I really want to accomplish in housing. She's really laid the groundwork for the new Inclusivity and Diversity Committee. Kylie, I just really appreciate all your passion and the hard work that you put in for this committee. Not only are you accepting of being the committee head, but you created a committee of people who are just as passionate as you are, and they're willing to work toward housing being a more inclusive, an inclusive environment. And so I just really appreciate you and everything you've done. So you can come up and touch
Alright, and I have the pleasure of working with this individual for during RLAC, and he really stepped up. One day he came during our office hours, and we had a conversation about his duties and his responsibilities, and everything that he said he was going to do, he did above and beyond. Michael Moore, it's been a pleasure to work with you. You're a little ray of sunshine, and I just really like how you just love on people, because I'm really big on just loving on people. So it was a really pleasure to work with you, and I'm excited for what you're about to do. So come get your award.
Our recipient of the Outstanding Rookie RA Award has been a very active member in our class this semester. Her passion for the job is definitely real, and her enthusiasm in class and with the residents is quite palpable. Her past supervisor knew her as a great team member who took care in learning all the facets of her role. Her present supervisor says she has a great ability to connect with people, and that this current role comes to her with ease. And her future supervisor says, thank goodness she saved us from that rebel scum. We couldn't have done it without her. Charming to the last, ladies and gentlemen, pod racers and stormtroopers, I think it is time we demonstrated the full power of this station. Set your course for Lily Painter.
And he's very upset about that. I received a number of distressing emails this morning that were like, I wish like text them to him. We're gonna spam his email. It's gonna be awesome. Anyway, so this RA is someone that I've had the pleasure of getting to know a lot better in the last year than I have in my entire time in housing. This RA is continually going above and beyond the call of duty. This RA is always engaged in not only their own wing, but in the community of their hall. This RA has actually already been recognized earlier today because this RA is an amazing person. Lady, please come up.
She's here to look good. Before I start, I do want to take this opportunity to embarrass Alex. Oftentimes, RAs, RLAs move along into a special assistant role. And that person typically doesn't get the type of farewell that you RAs get, or you RLAs get here. Alex, Friday is his last day with facility assistance in housing. He has accepted a role with the Mesquite Police Department. Very selective group. Only about 2% of the applicants make it. So we're sad to leave him. Sad for him to leave us. I know we're not leaving. We're going to be staying here. You're going. But yeah, we're very proud of the work that you've done. Thank you very much for your service. Now you can't speed through Mesquite just yet. He won't be done with training until after Thanksgiving. So, but at that point, oh, just have at it. Our FA of the year is an anomaly. The computational technical ability of a Class 2 droid mixed with the warm, outgoing personality of a Class 3 droid. Simply remarkable. For 2 years, he has given our team his strong work ethic, his determination, his leadership, and his service. In his hall, our recipient is as much a fixture on his staff as any FA has ever been with any RA staff. They truly adore him and treat him as one of their own. In our office, he has been a funny, logical, and mature presence, and one we'll miss this summer as he is away at an internship in Dantooine. Fellow guests, please give a hand for our FA of the Year, the unbelievable.
Come on, Mama. Something earlier. Does anybody else think that the only way Joe got the Boba Fett helmet is he actually killed Boba Fett? Okay.
That's Jango's helmet.
That's why there are more references. The outstanding HA for this year really just since August has embraced the role of being a veteran, being a leader on our staff, and has found energy to continue performing at a high level and keeping the staff motivated and involved and working well together. And despite the fact that we've had to convince him about 27 different times that we weren't trying to run him off by putting the second HA at Legends Hall, he didn't believe us. That was really, it was just a temporary thing.
sure.
Yeah. We want to recognize Jacob Acosta as. The Distinguished Service Award for Housing, it goes to folks that have served at least 5 semesters and are departing their service as an RLA, but they've, over those 5 or more semesters, they've distinguished themselves, that's the first part of it, with service, through service to the department. And that's been consistent over the time here. So one great rookie semester, but then, 4 just kind of squeaking by semesters, wouldn't be the full breadth of your tenure. So these are folks that have been here for a while, and they've probably dedicated at least the majority of their college experience to giving back to housing and our students in our department. So as they leave us, we want to make sure that they know that their time here has been appreciated. And so we've got a list of about 15 folks that fall into that category this semester. So we're going to announce them, and everybody will come up and grab their award and everything like that. And if we can do recognition at the end for everybody with a round of applause, that'd be great. All right? Everybody follow?
Yes, sir.
Right on. The first recipient in no particular order, Jennifer Siokin. Winston Francini, Olivia Steinman, Ashley Lundgren, Sarah Vincent, Michael Moore, Madison Gilbert, Rachel Kraft, Ethan Lester, Teresa Martin, Caitlin Kite, Karen Miramonte, Alexia Ardelani, Daniel Gonzalez, and Araceli Espinosa.
That's like my entire rookie class. That's what it is?
If the FAs have some WD-40, you might spritz it a little bit.
Just so happens.
So it's my pleasure to give, usually we give one Otis Udabor Award. Otis was an RA who passed away a few years back, but his selflessly giving of everything about himself to our program inspired us to name an award after him. And this year we have 3 people, and the first 2 are probably tired of walking up here and getting awards. I apologize, but yet you're going to get another award, Lady Warren. And Sharita Cunningham did your salary. And the last one is Monica Nishimura. It's also my pleasure to go through the list of people who are departments. We have someone who's been here 7 semesters. Typically, they come up and get their award treated and then form a line, and we clap for all of them at the end. How do we do it?
That's right.
Sounds
solid.
Let's do it.
Yes, ma'am.
So, we have a few folks here who've done 2 semesters. The first one is Dylan Lachau, Dorothy Powell, Ryan Spradley, Kelsey Williams, Warren Chaplin, and Mark Lopez.
Go up and get your award.
Sorry.
Go get it.
We have 2 folks who've done 3 semesters, Jillian Cantu and Renee Martinez. We've got quite a a few folks who did 4 semesters. Autumn Welch, Caleb Mobley, Cliff Baruder, Jake Dion, Kristen Johnson, Michael Casillas, Nico Amos-Pika, Sarah Ismail, Lasheen Kamar, Sharon Muller, Suzanne Peterson, and Inessa Uriar.
No, that's what I'm saying.
Damn, look at that. Oh my god. That was cool.
Okay, the next group are folks who've done 5 semesters. Alexia Ardolio. I have it all spelled out phonetically, it's still difficult. Jennifer Seal. Gracie Finko. Karina Ramontes. Emil Sincu. Michael Moore. Olivia Steinman. And Teresa Martin. This next group has done 3 years with us, 6 full semesters. That is quite a contribution. So, Araceli Espinosa, Ashley Lundgren, Daniel Gonzalez, Ethan Lester, Madison Gilbert, Rachel Kraft, Sarah Vincent, and Winston Francine.
Good class. What's up, y'all? Oh my god.
And this last person has served her entire adult life as an RA for 7 semesters, Caitlin Kite. So this is our group of departing RAs. On behalf of the department and the university,
Oh my god.
thank you for everything you folks have contributed. You are the ones that make it happen in the hall. You're the ones that stay up all night with certain residents that take a lot of time, and we just appreciate it so much. Have a good life and keep in touch with us.
Yes. I'm going to bring him. I'm making it happen.
Angel's the oldest right now.
Okay, up next for the RLAC Exec Awards. Normally these are given by RLAC exec members who are departing from the exec board. Because of the new constitutional changes that we voted on and went through, now if any of us would like to return, we'll have to run in the fall to be on the exec board again. And so all of us will be just talking about briefly someone who has impacted us while we've had this job or while we've been in the housing community, because we all will be ending our term this semester. So I will begin. The person I would like to recognize is not here tonight, but I just really would like to recognize Eugene. He's been instrumental in my life since I've gotten to UNT. I came in as an undecided student, and so he was teaching my UCRS class. And so he just really poured into me from the moment that I got into that class. He's the reason why I'm probably still in college, because I was working a tremendous amount when I started, working overnight, which was kind of conflicting with my classes. And so he's the one who really encouraged me to seek out a different opportunity to work, and really encouraged me to be in the housing community. And so I really thank him for his support throughout my college career, but specifically my time in housing.
Hello. This person was my RA last year at Victory Hall. She's known by my Victory family as Malaka Flocka Flame. So her name's Gracie. When I was a sophomore last year, she ate breakfast with me. I wasn't very social. So she ate breakfast with me, and in the hallway she would always ask how I was doing, which was really special because I didn't really like to talk to a lot of people outside of the hall association. So it was really nice that she took the time to give me some attention. And she would talk to me at the bus stop. And she really taught me the beauty of small talk, because in those moments that she would just ask me how I was doing and how my day was and what my major was, she really made me feel significant when I did not. She's quiet, but every time she speaks, it has great value. I admire her as a Christian, as a woman, and as a resident assistant. So Gracie, congratulations on being a success.
So, I'm getting up here tonight as a board member of RLAC, but I'd like to take a moment to switch it over. I'm also an RA at College Inn, and they're a big part of my family, so I know I came up here tonight wearing a nice shirt, but I'm going to switch to my CI uniform.
Oh no, not that part.
Anyway. So, I know as soon as I start reading this that all the folks at CI are going to instantly know who it is that I'm going to recognize. But tonight isn't about a single hall. It's about all of us looking back on the past semester, and I'd like to take the opportunity to tell you about someone who means a great deal to me. The person I'm recognizing here tonight is not someone who gets recognized on a regular basis, though they deserve it just as much as those who do. They're a living record at CI. They've spent 6 semesters seeing just an ever-changing staff of hall directors, desk clerks, and RAs. And in their time there, they have been an almost infinite source of knowledge and tradition, a bridge between the old and the ever-coming new. The person I want to recognize tonight was the first person I ever met from College Inn. Long before I was hired or even considered for an interview, our first meeting was a very big one due to some conflicts I had with their sister. And needless to say, it gave us a very rocky start. When I was first called in for my interview at CI, I did so under the fear that I wouldn't get the job just on the bad terms I had between this person. But luckily, that was not the case. My very first semester there, I was placed on the same wing as this person, and I worried that things would just be terrible having them right behind me. But despite my initial apprehensions, despite the apprehensions we both had about each other, we each kind of set those aside, and we took a chance to get to know each other, and we hit it off almost instantly. And now I have a few little stories. During my first spring break as an RA, I decided to stay behind at CI with this person, and it was one of the best spring breaks I've ever had. We shot a short film, we made bacon pancakes, we had a marathon of community, and we even went ghost hunting in Bruce. I don't know if you people from Bruce know that, but... And because of all this, we just grew so much closer. Throughout the past year, we have just continued to grow closer and closer as both friends and colleagues. The person I wish to recognize tonight is one of a handful of people that I can honestly say I wish to stay in contact with them for the rest of my life. So tonight, I'd like to take the time to recognize a man who has not only been a grand mentor, or the best grand mentor an RA could ask for, but who's also been an amazing friend. He is a man who has touched me in so many ways in the past year, despite our initial biases. Tonight I would like to recognize a man who this past spring break drove with me 2,300 miles across the Southwest, and who not only climbed 650 feet up a snow-covered sand dune with me, but also hiked 2,000 feet into the Grand Canyon, on a trip that not only had to sing snow and blistering heat, but wild winds and dark and frosty nights. Tonight, I'd like to recognize a man who is a king among the masses, Daniel Gonzalez.
Aww. Oh, Joe, that's so sweet.
As earlier has shown, I am definitely adept at crying a lot. And the person that I would like to recognize for this past semester has always been there when I have. See, there it goes. This has been a really rough semester for me. And at SFT, there are so many people that I really like to give this award to, so I decided to choose a departing staff member because the choice was just too difficult. But this was the person that, when my friend's baby sister died, I went to her room and she just immediately hugged me. And she's been the strongest person in my life, even though she has had it very difficult this semester as well. And I'd like to thank Jillian Cantu for everything she's done. I laughed a lot, but I think it's fun.
Find your mentor. Oh, this is so sweet. This is so sweet. I'm obsessed. I'm obsessed. Oh my god. I love it. I love it. They pin their mentees with the RLAC pin. It's so... Wait a minute.
If you can all hear me above the hubbub. Hey guys. I want to make sure that our rookies from last semester also get this same experience, because last semester we got iced out. And we would never want to rob them of this bonding moment. So if you could, find your mentor, your mentee, and pin them on and welcome them to your family.
What is he doing? I got all of that video. Oh, they're hugging. Everyone's hugging. This is so sweet. This is so sweet. Everyone's pinning everyone.
Take pictures and sit down. Way to be frank. We need to get, listen. We need to do this. We need to do our thing. We need to do it. I love you guys.
No, I don't touch your ear.
Come on.
Yeah, thank you. Before we dismiss,
Yell at ease.
I and the execs would like to make a few special thank yous. I'm just gonna say two before I hand it off to them. First of all, I would like to thank McConnell for joining us. This is the first semester, as far as I'm aware, that we have been graced with their presence, and I'm really, really stoked about this amazing bond that we're starting to create with this semester. Like, we've become so much more involved in each other's lives, and it makes me really happy to see that this has finally happened. You're a part of our family, and we love you. And before I hand it off to the execs, I would also like to say a very, very special thank you to our staff that is here, to the dining staff that has helped, the Verde staff who has helped serve us.
Got y'all. Man, see if we got hit every note. got it all covered. Suki covered everything.